Camera. Oh, camera's here. Hi, everybody. Welcome in to the Radio Misfits show. That's right. I am Pugs Moran. What's my name tonight? Chops Gleason. Sorry, I am Chops Gleason to you. We do this Radio Misfits show here every Monday through Friday. No, we don't. We do it Monday through Thursday, and we do it at 9 p.m. It's 9:02. We're earlier than usual. I know. Hi, Byron. Byron's already here. Byron's in the chat room. Good to see you, Byron. Excuse me. It's myself, Pugs Moran. Hi, a.k.a. Chops Gleason. And James Parker. We're the Radio Misfits. James isn't here. James is going to be here. He sent me a text. He said, give me 5 minutes. So I was like, all right, I'll just go on. I'll just hit the ground running. I'll get this all smoothed out for you. You guys. Hi, Whitney. Whitney's here. Come on, I'll give you time. Get yourselves comfortable in the chat room. James will be along shortly. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Hi, Jen. Jen's here. You guys, I've got to tell you, I'm in a good mood. You ever just like discover a new place, a new restaurant, and you just want to tell everybody about it? So you're like, oh my God, this place is so good. You guys, I went to lunch this afternoon. I went to this, we had a nice little meeting. I went to this nice restaurant and we had lunch and it was just delicious. Have you guys ever heard of a place called Chipotle? Oh my God, they do. It's a burrito place, but it's like a nicer kind of burrito place. Okay, that's a new character I'm working on. It's the guy who thinks that everything that he's just done is like a new discovery. It's a new character. I'll be working on him. That's not a joke, though. I went to Chipotle for like the first time. I haven't been to a Chipotle. Here's the thing. I've been in a Chipotle quite a bit because my son likes Chipotle, but I never order from Chipotle because I don't really like Chipotle, or at least I didn't think I did. And then today I go to Chipotle and I just had, it was so delicious. It was such a good burrito. Have you ever been? Have you ever heard of this place? Am I saying it right? Chipotle? I'm not sure. I don't know. It's delicious. Should you ever find yourself, I think there's only one, so you might want to just go to the one midway in 635, midway in Harvest Hill, right there in Dallas. We are still waiting on James. Adam's here now. Hi, James. Chipotle, you simply must go. It is absolutely. What's that? No, it can't be the same one. There's only the one. It's a one-off restaurant. Who else do I got to say hi? I got Byron. I got Jen says go Blackhawks. Yeah, I just realized something. I don't know. Wait, did she say that because she saw my hawk head? Because I am wearing a hawk head t-shirt underneath my little jean jacket because it's cold. I don't know. Did you see my hawk head shirt? Or are you saying go Blackhawks because of the crazy ass story that James and I have to talk about tonight that is concerning my Chicago Blackhawks? They're making the news for a really crazy reason. I won't go into the details. I'll wait for James to get here to give you the details. But a veteran player has been jettisoned from the team. He's been just outrighted. He's done. We cannot be here. The Kyle Davidson, our general manager, he made he took a press conference about it this evening, where he almost started crying. It was like, something's going on. It's crazy. Why was he kicked off the team? Well, here's all they're saying. Did something inappropriate. He did something inappropriate, and it's now an HR. We're talking about Corey Perry. Corey Perry, veteran NHL player. Chicago Blackhawks have basically just told him to get the hell out. Actually, they told him to get the hell out last week. This happened on Wednesday. Initially, he was scratched. He was healthy. He was a healthy scratch from the game, and people were like, why is he a healthy scratch? And like, it's personal. And so I don't want to tell you what the story is because I don't even want to really talk about the rumor. The rumor is terrible, and there seems to be no proof to it. And I want to go into this with James, but needless to say, there is some drama going on in the Chicago Blackhawks locker room. Didn't the Mavericks or the Stars have a problem with that as well? This is a different kind of story. Patrick Sharp, it was why Patrick Sharp became a Dallas Star. I think that's what it is. I think Patrick Sharp became a Dallas Star because Patrick Sharp was having sex with a whole bunch of Blackhawk player wives and girlfriends. Patrick Sharp was a handsome man. Yeah, and that was the Patrick Sharp story. That's why, suddenly he was down here in Dallas. Hi, Bill. Bill is there. Bill saying hi. Hi there to you. Byron says, I actually haven't heard about this. Newsgasm. The Blackhawk story? We'll get into it when James gets here because we got some audio and there's all kinds of crazy, silly details. Hold on, what's it? Yeah, Adam says, yeah, the coach who got fired for drug use, right? I don't know anything about that. I'm not talking. I'm talking about also when Wash got fired here in Texas. I'm sorry. I shouldn't address the chat room because I'm going a mile a minute, with my thoughts, trying to tread water here while I wait for James. And the chat room is like 15 seconds behind. So he might be talking about something else. All right. So we're going to get into that. Also, another thing that I want to do as soon as James gets here tonight, I want to talk about the big Mavericks news, man. Big breaking, earth-shattering Mavericks news. What does this mean? What is this? What is Luka injured? No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something that more speaks to the soul of the Dallas Mavericks, that speaks to the identity, the brand, certainly, and that is Mark Cuban has sold the Dallas Mavericks. He has sold controlling interest. He does say that part of the deal is that he will stick around as being the grand poobah in charge of basketball operations. But for $3.5 billion, Mark Cuban has sold majority controlling interest in the Dallas Mavericks to Miriam Adelson, who is the wife of Sheldon Adelson. She's a big Nevada billionaire casino people. That's who these people are. So that's interesting. I want to chop that up with James as well. I want to get into all the detail. What does this mean? What is Cuban? There's something going on with Cuban. I don't dwell in the negative, but just yesterday, Cuban announced that he was stepping away from the Shark Tank after 16 seasons. He's like, yep, not doing it anymore. Quitting, stopping. And then today he sells the Mavericks. And by the way, when I say this is not like, oh yeah, well, they've been talking about, no, it's not. This is shocking NBA news. This is major NBA news. People are shocked by this. So I'm like, oh God, Cuban's got cancer. Cuban's got cancer and he's liquidating everything for his family. He's stepping away from the Shark Tank. He announced that yesterday and people were like, why? Why is he leaving? That seems like a really easy gig. And that's like what he's famous for. I mean, we as sports fans, we know him as the owner of the Dallas Mavericks. And we here in Dallas know him even more, just for being a luminary locally. But people across the country, they know him from Shark Tank. That's how they know Mark Cuban. That's how he's famous. At least moms, that's how moms know him. Dads all know him from the other stuff. So I don't know. He's stepping away from Shark Tank, and now he just sold the Mavericks for $3.5 billion all in 48 hours. So I hope that's not anything. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like, what does this mean? You know what I mean? All right, so we want to do that. Also, I wanted to have James on. I want to go over this video. Have you seen the video of the teacher losing his shit in Rockwall? We got a local story here. We got a teacher at a Rockwall high school who apparently is just fed up with these damn kids, and he loses his shit. So I want to watch that. I want to go over that. And what else? Well, I've got this other thing that I've been sitting on that I wanted to do just with James, just to riff on it. It's an AI. You know how I'm a big fan of the AI created pictures. We've been doing this on the High Noon Show. Yes, aside from doing this show Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, I do another show at noon, 12 p.m. Central Time every Monday through Friday. That's called the High Noon Rant. And over the past couple of months, I have this site now that I subscribe to that gives me all of these cool stories concerning AI renderings and stuff like that. So, over time, I've now started to see them pop up, like on Twitter or on Facebook, just as like clickbait ads and stuff. But whatever, they're cool and I'm fascinated by them. What they are creations, they're these AI creations. I think the big one that's going around on Twitter now is like, what if all the people on Friends got married and had families and, whatever. And it's like, Joey and Janice. I didn't even know Joey and Janice were an item, but one of the AI renderings I saw was, what if Joey and Janice from Friends had a whole family? Good looking kids. Anyway, so those kinds of things. I believe we were looking at pictures of people who died young, what they would look like today. AI shows us what Jimi Hendrix would look like at 85. They're fascinating. But I found another one, and this one I wanted to go by because I thought this was interesting. So So I guess and when I think of AI, I don't know anything about AI. You know what I think? Just think of like a computer that knows everything. Like that's what I imagine. Like the AI is just go to the AI computer and ask it anything, and I don't know. That's what I think. I'm stupid. So the AI computer has generated, based on everything that it knows about all the different individual states, it has generated a picture, a completely, fabricated, fictionalized picture of this, not a real human, but it looks like a human. That's what's so crazy about these AIs. They look just like a human. So they've created a girlfriend from every state. So like if you wanted to date a girl from Maine, AI created a picture of what your girlfriend in Maine would look like. So I thought that would be a fun thing that James and I could, just sort of whip through and see what was percolating there. But I don't know. He's not around. He said 5 minutes. That was 5 minutes. He's been given 13. He said 5 minutes at 9 o'clock, and now it's 9:13. Byron says, sounds like we're going till 11 tonight. Well, I do always come with a whole lot of, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do the AI thing right now. I don't care. I'm not going to wait for James. Check this out. We'll do this with us. Why not? This is a good way to, hold on, let me pull this up. All right, so now remember what the bit is here. This is AI, an AI computer, took all the information that it has about a state, everything it knows about the state, and then the AI computer was asked, hey, create a human that embodies all of that, a girl. So this is like your AI. All right, what is this? I'm going to view the gallery. That's what I want. Who's this one? She's already cute. Right out of the box. Adorable. Who's this? All right, here we go. You ready? All right, we're going to go through it. While we wait for James, we'll just look. Now, remember, these are not real people, but this is what the computer created when the computer was asked. Create a girl, a random girl from, and we'll start out with, where else? Alabama. There we go. Okay, here we go. Look at that. That's your Alabama girlfriend. That's what your girlfriend looks like in Alabama. Computer had never been there before, but it just took all the information. Okay, tattoo, right? She's got a tattoo. I don't know. Is that a thing? Is that an Alabama thing? She's very cute. Can't deny it. Nice work, AI. Arizona. Would you look at this one? Okay, I'm liking Arizona. Did you like Arizona? Look at her. She's looking. What do you think's going on here? Like, what is the computer giving us here? Is there some Native American? Is there some indigenous in here? I'm liking it. She's beautiful. Arkansas, again, this one, a little Scarlett Johansson going on, I think. I think I see a little Scarlett Johansson with Arkansas. Oh, we can do this all night. As you can see, there's 45. We're only on 3. California. Now, this was surprising to me. This is your AI-generated California girlfriend, and here's why it's surprising to me. Wouldn't you think, like, when you think of California girl, don't you think Christy Brinkley? Don't you think blonde with, beach body, Bo Derek? I don't really think about this. This is California, though. This is the AI, considering population of California being, like, really Hispanic. So the California girl is going to look like this. Not the white man's idea of what the perfect California beach girl is. This is the reality. Colorado. All right, now this is something that I think is starting. We're going to see this in a number of states. I think the AI computer has the hots for Emma Stone, because this girl right here, Colorado. By the way, isn't it crazy that these are not real people? These are not real people. It's just a computer going, let's make a human that doesn't exist, and they look like this. It's got Emma Stone eyes. We're going to see this in a couple more of these. Okay, let's see. Byron says, it shouldn't be surprising. Lots of Chinese folks in California now. Nah, she was Mexican. That girl, California girl, was Mexican. Barney says the Kardashians have thrown off all the algorithms. Yeah, they have. Oh, man. All right, Colorado. She's looking good. I like her. Connecticut. All right. Like, okay, so I kind of like Connecticut. Look, Connecticut looks cool. You know what I mean? Like, Connecticut has dated a guy who's been to prison, but she's not going to settle down with that. But you can see the leather jacket. She's got a bit of an edge to her. I like her. I like her. I like Connecticut. All right. Delaware. Delaware, it's a nothing state. Nothing state with a really cute girl. Look at Delaware's girl. Yeah, she looks all clean. What is that, a beach? Is Delaware on water? Isn't Delaware on rivers? Is that really? Okay, we're going to move forward. Florida. Look at this chick. All right, so, Florida chick would be like, boob tat, halter top, probably 20 pounds overweight, trailer trash, that kind of thing. No, look at what they did with Florida. Cubano. This got some Cubano in her. This got some Caribbean in her. I'm liking her. They all kind of look like all of these people. Here's what I've noticed. They all look like some version of Emma Stone or, I don't know, Selena Gomez. That seems to be what the AI is really into. Georgia. Look at her now. Look at her, right? How about that? This is what the artificial intelligence computer thinks a girl in Georgia looks like. This is your Georgia girlfriend. She's pretty good. This computer's got a thing for black girls because all of the black girls that they've shown, not that they're showing black, that's of course they should do some, there should be some black girls. But my point is that he's got a thing for black girls because he's making them all smoke shows. I mean, they're really like, look at this. What do we got here? Hawaii. That tracks. Yeah, she's got the Hawaiian look. That's fair. She looks real skinny though. Look at this. I don't like this. What is this? This collarbone ridge? Oh my God. Yeah, that's ugly. You need to eat a sandwich, Miss Hawaii. All right, here we go again. Idaho. Now, let's look at Idaho here because she's got a couple of things. We're now introducing something else on top of the Emma Stone. This is like Emma Stone and Margot Robbie. This is like a mashup. Idaho is like a mashup of Emma Stone and Margot Robbie. That's what I'm saying, and I'm sticking with it. Illinois. Okay, this is my home state, and can I just be a little bit? I love her. I love her. Look at her. She is the cool-ass girlfriend. She's the this is so far, she's the best one. She is the cool-ass girlfriend. Miss Illinois. Look at her. Look, she's got a look on her face like her dad's an alcoholic, she's the kind of girl she just, when it gets too much, she goes out behind the garage and smokes a cigarette. That's her. But she doesn't smoke. She just does it when she gets, a little bit stressed. James is here. Let's bring James in. Hey, look, James. Hey, you know what we're doing? Oh, where is he going? He's not there now. We can't hear him. Oh, he's not ready. And I didn't put that up. James put that up. He is not dead weight. I do need him. I can't hear him though. Nope, he's not on. All right, so we're going to continue on. James is he's gonna pop in any second now. He's gonna get it figured out.
Working now? Yeah.
There it is. He's working. Look at him.
Yeah, Barney, I'm dead weight. Screw you, pal.
He ain't dead weight. James, do you see what we're doing here? You just jump in and just kind of flail away with us.
Okay, so this is the AI rendering of the girl from every state.
Yeah, your girlfriend in every state is how it was presented when I clicked
really?
on the, yeah, your girlfriend.
Because I saw an AI chick and I saw the name of a state, so it's just an AI version of the girl in every state.
So you join us as we just pop into Illinois, and I'm, partial to Illinois, and I'm looking at this, she's probably from central downstate a little bit. I love her. I love her. Look at her. Doesn't she look adorable? She's just.
Yes, that non-existing person is beautiful.
This imaginary.
Isn't that weird? Because you're like, that girl's beautiful, but that's not a person. There is nobody. There's no one in Indiana or planet Earth that looks like that. That's a made up thing.
Right? I know. Well, maybe there's people who look kind of like it, but yeah, this isn't entirely made up. Okay, so here now we got Indiana. Oh my God, she looks like she just got. She looks like she just had sex. Her hair is kind of mussed up. She's wearing a t-shirt. She looks fun.
She looks like Amanda Pete's little sister.
Who's the bed pooper? No, the bed pooper. She looks like
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard. That's who she looks like. Indiana coming in looking like Amber Heard.
And how it's so unfair, all this work that you do through your whole life, all these accomplishments, but you poop one bed.
You just poop on one bed and it sticks. Iowa. Look at Jeff Ballard, look at you chiming in. Iowa looks great. Dude, can I just say something about the Midwest? Iowa,
I'm noticing the white t-shirt
Indiana,
trend.
Illinois, Iowa, Indiana, Iowa. Look at these girls, man. You could do it. Oh my, I'm
Well, they
going.
all need the funny part is they all need to hit their roots.
Yeah, well,
Their
look,
roots are grown out about a couple months, you know. That
dude.
one's more like 3 or 4 months.
Okay, so this is probably rural Indiana. You have no idea how hard it is to get good hair did in rural Indiana. In Iowa,
You
forget
don't.
about it. But look at her. She's perfect. She's just all natural. Ugh.
Okay.
This is the kind you knock up at 16. Did you knock her up in high school?
No, I don't approve of any sort of sexual interaction with minors, so I don't know why you would say that. So
I'm not saying I'm at 50. I'm saying another 16-year-old.
I know what you're saying. It's just fun to watch you squirm. So wait. So I wanted to see what Hawaii was. Go back to, oh my God, who's this fake person?
Yeah,
Go back to the fake person from Hawaii.
from Hawaii? Okay,
Yeah.
there's Hawaii. There you go. There's Hawaii. All right, see, here's what bugs me about her. Look at this ridge line. She's too bony, man. Too bony.
Yeah, well, anatomically speaking, her clavicle is too high. That's not where it is on a normal human, but that's a beautiful fake person.
It is. She's you could rub one out to that beautiful fake person. That one doesn't even.
I could virtually just imagine what it would be like to do that to this fake person. Wow, Idaho. That's a beautiful fake person you have who's not from Idaho.
She's this one looks like a mashup, I said, of Emma Stone and Margot Robbie. It's like both Emma Stone and Margot Robbie mixed in. All right, hold on. Illinois.
I like that. Well, she's also wearing like the Gabby Petito shirt.
Yeah, dude, these are all Gabby Petitos. Gabby Petito, Gabby Petito, Gabby Petito. These are all Gabby Petito girls.
Man, why is that so fluid? Okay.
How about Kentucky?
That's not Gabby. Kentucky, huh? That'll work.
We got a sister down there in Kentucky. I'm telling you, man, these girls, oh my God. Every single one of these black girls they've shown has been Beyonce quality. Actually, every single girl so far has been pretty quality, but the black girls have been spectacularly beautiful.
That's a half, and she's a mix, and she's got the good hair. And that means something. And I would think if you're telling an AI, give me a mashup of what a beautiful girl would look like from Kentucky.
Yeah.
And it goes and looks and says, well, Kentucky's like 30% black, or, like Mississippi's something around 37% black. You would have to at least make it a mixed person, if not an outright black person in some renderings.
I would not have gone immediately, as you did, to her being mixed. But now that you say it, I'm like, yeah, obviously. Yeah, she is obviously mixed. She's a Benetton girl. Good for her.
Well, there's also we have a lot of those out here in Bug Tussle, the rare Blaxican, and that's not necessarily mixed and white. We assume when I say mix, it's mixed and white. It's a Colin Kaepernick or Alicia Keys or Bob Marley or Malcolm X. No, that very well could have been a Blaxican.
All right, here we got Louisiana. She's full-blown black. Now, this is the least attractive of all the black girls that they've shown.
Full-blown, not that 75% garbage. Yeah.
But that is not why she's the least attractive of all the black girls. I'm just saying she is, in my opinion, the least attractive of all, because I just went on a rant about how all the black girls are like super elite hot. She's very pretty, but she's not Beyonce. She's not like that level.
What's with the plain solid color t-shirt? AI doesn't think very highly of the fashion choices in some of these states.
What AI got to be branding things with it? They don't need to be promoting it. Everybody's going
to look. Maine has a cute shirt on, and Idaho.
Hold on. Maine looks exactly like. Maine looks exactly like. They all kind of look alike. Okay, never mind. Maine is hot. She's she cute, man. Look at her.
That girl that does not exist is very attractive.
Yeah, she's the Marion kind.
She doesn't exist.
If she existed, well, if I believed in marriage, that's the other problem. Neither marriage or her exists.
Maybe she has dog farts.
Here we go. Now we're black. Now this girl, I think this girl's 100% black. This girl doesn't look like a mix, and she is hot. Of course,
she could be. I mean, first off, her hair that it's has any sort of relaxation to that degree says like maybe she's mixed, or one of her parents is mixed. I've seen I've actually had a brother and sister where their mom was half and their dad was white, and it made something else that was kind of Patrick Mahomesy looking. Peter looked like Patrick Mahomes now that I think about it when we were in 7th grade. But this
I
this
don't
looks
know.
like the other one. This looks like mama's probably half and dad is black.
All I know is that AI did a wonderful job with her smile. Look at these dimples. She's just, oh, she's
Well, if you
adorable.
have the hair that is naturally that level of
I
curvy,
love that hair.
you have to do this style with it. That
I
looks
love
so
that
good.
hair. I mean,
And
I don't like the crazy. I don't like a lot of crazy styles that black girls do with hair, but I love that. I love this right here. I would allow my drains to be completely clogged up with her hair. That
yeah,
is
girls get perms and spend hundreds of dollars to make their hair look like that.
looks great. All right, Massachusetts. Now this is what's going on here. This is the first one. This is the first girl that we have seen so far that I'm like, I could do better. I mean, I don't know. What is with that? James, right? I mean, she's
Well, this is a tough one because technically nobody in Massachusetts looks like that, right? But no one in Indiana looked like that chick from Indiana, to be fair. But this is a weird mix because call it. Why don't you tell me with the ethnic heritage of this young lady?
easily. Yeah. This is very East Coast. This is very East Coast. A lot of this look, there's some Italian, there could be Puerto Rican, some Caribbean of some kind. There's a lot of Caribbean communities there in Boston. Anything like Islanders, a Bermudese, I don't know, Bermudian, whatever that is. But yeah, I am looking at somebody who is just an East Coast. Yeah, like a Boston. You ever seen somebody from Boston? I mean, that looks pretty. I would buy that. She's unattractive like most people from Boston.
I
I'd go with
knew one
that.
girl from Boston and she was blonde.
Was she attractive?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Michigan. Look at the malicious state. One of the sleepy.
That's
Don't
the
sleep on
main.
Michigan.
That looks like the main girl.
Does it? Let's see. Michigan. No, but yeah, same kind of top though. That's what they
Well,
dress. They shop at the same store.
same hair color and haircut, similar face.
She's cute, a little googly, and that she's cute, but trust me, we've seen way hotter. Oh, Minnesota, eh? Look at her. Minnesota, nice. She looks nice. But again, James,
You should be able to do a better Minnesota accent being from Illinois.
what do you
Aren't y'all
mean?
ashamed?
I can do a perfect Minnesota accent. What are you talking about? That's exactly this is pretty good. What do you mean?
Okay, that was
Yeah.
better than what I heard first.
Yeah, hey there.
I
Oh,
take
for
it back.
Christ. Oh, for cry. You know who could probably do this too? You got to get, well, we don't know what Jeff Ballard sounds like, but I bet Jeff Ballard actually sounds kind of like this.
You darn tootin'.
Yeah. Mississippi. Oh, yeah. She looks like she runs a seedy whorehouse in the Mississippi Delta. She looks like a
She
madam.
sells real estate.
No, come on, man. I'm going more romantic. I'm going more,
Whorehouse is romantic?
Yeah, well, as far as the American South goes, I'm giving it more mythology. Yeah. Well, again, sorry for using the pedestrian. And I don't mean the pedestrian use of romantic. I mean the overall narrative use. Something that's more interesting. What do you think of her?
That's hot.
Yeah. I'm thinking she's probably 100% black girl. No. I mean, just because her skin tone, she's darker skin tone than the other ones. Missouri, yeah, Missouri's a fucked up state. She looks kind of fucked up.
Right.
It's just Missouri's a beautiful state with just nothing but it's a beautiful state. Missouri and Arkansas are very similar. The only reason that Missouri doesn't get lumped in with Arkansas is because Missouri has St. Louis. And apparently there's some culture in St. Louis. I've yet to find.
Count.
What's that?
Kansas City doesn't count. See, Missouri has 2 football teams and 2 baseball or a baseball team. And
Kansas City, is it Kansas City, Kansas or Kansas City, Missouri? It's both. You don't even get to claim that, but I see what you're saying. Nah,
right.
Missouri.
And how many professional sports franchises does Arkansas have?
Well, none. I don't know. Does Little Rock have anything?
No.
Nebraska. We're only on the ends here. Nebraska looks good. She looks like I'd buy her album.
Yeah. Also, again, in the same vein as Miss Maine and who was the other one?
Nevada, Native American. All right, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna stop at Nevada. We can
No,
go.
scoot over to Texas.
We can no. We can always go back to that later on other days when we don't have something. We could, but we don't. We've spent way too much time. All right, fine. I'll go to Texas. Ah, people are such babies. Oh man, I hope Texas is like a big heavyset black women just so that Byron will lose his shit in the chat room.
Right.
Let's see. All right, we'll go to. Well, I don't want to just go to Texas. All right, so we'll speed flip. Okay, so Nevada looks good. New Hampshire, she looks like she's anorexic. Seriously, look how thin she is.
Yeah.
Too thin.
Yeah, eat, baby.
New Jersey, look how cute she is. She looks like everybody's cute little Asian friend.
That's hot. Yeah. Half Asian. Sure.
New Mexico, look at her. She's just a different variation of 30 other girls we've seen, right? She just New York. Oh, hey, look at this. They pulled her right out of the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez clone factory.
Yeah,
this is
but
New
her
York.
arms are toothpicks. That doesn't look right, man. Look, AI, for as amazing as it is, has not figured out fingers. It'll put 6 fingers on you. It'll have fingers like all twisted and wonky.
Really?
It hasn't mastered that yet. Yeah, it's
North Carolina. Look at North Carolina. Tell me that ain't sexy.
Oh yeah, I'm a fan of that.
I'm a fan of that. Ohio. Again, we're back with the googly mouth. There's, I don't know.
Maine. Yeah,
Oklahoma.
Maine syndrome.
Look at our Oklahoma sister. She's hot too.
But there's only like 12 black people in Oklahoma. That's weird.
I don't think that's true. She does. She plays big time Division I basketball.
She does, yeah. She's at
Basketball.
Southwest Oklahoma State, which is or Southeast Oklahoma State, which is the alma mater of Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman's a big deal in Oklahoma, man. They beat their chest about him.
Oregon. She looks like a mom. She looks like the oldest one. They went, okay, all the other girlfriends are going to be in their early 20s, but the one from Oregon is going to be mid 30s, right? And she look older than the rest.
No, she looks about the same, I would say.
All right, I think she looks a little older. Pennsylvania. She looks like she's just getting over some kind of addiction or something.
Again with the white t-shirts. Chicks do not dress like that.
And the hair is not great. The hair, this is a woman who doesn't really care about her hair. Rhode Island. She's okay. You get drunk, you hook up with her.
Oh my God. No, you'd be lucky to end up with that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I like her. This is Downtown Julie Brown, straight out of MTV from 1989. Look at her. I like her. That's sexy. Woo!
Yeah, I don't mind if they get a little darker than that even.
Well, she's sexy. Tennessee. Is she fat? Is she fat?
Oh my God, no. Stop it.
No, I don't mean fat, obviously. But what I'm saying is compared to all of the other ones, did the AI go with a little bit? Look at the cheeks. Look at the fat arms. Look at this. Look at her waist. She's fat. AI went a little bit fat for Tennessee. Overweight.
Maybe comparatively fat, but that is not a fat, non-existent person.
No, but it looks like the AI factored in, obesity rates and maybe went, hey, Tennessee's right up there. Texas. Here's your Texas.
Oh, God damn. That sucks.
That sucks. She's probably the ugliest one.
Yeah. Definitely the ugliest one. Come on, man.
Look at that, Byron. That's what they gave you. They gave you some fucking skanked out meth truck stop prostitute.
Hey, you're talking about a non-existent girl here.
I know.
Doesn't have a soul or a family or anything. So really, can't we just like slay these non-existent people all we want?
Yeah, we can. She does. She looks like a truck stop meth addicted prostitute who recently had good dental work. Just get rid of them teeth and she looks really skanky. That is a skanky chick.
It looks like it could be a skanky chick, but this doesn't even exist. So this is so weird.
You're having difficulty buying in. Okay.
Yeah. Well, my brain like runs up against this wall and I'm like trying to figure things out. Like, what do I think about this? This person doesn't exist.
Look at what AI gave Utah. Look at that face. That's gorgeous.
Okay.
She's
again
Mormon.
with the white t-shirt. Okay.
She's Mormon, so sex is going to be pretty bland. But
well, look, how Mormon? Because it kind of loops back around. Because if she's so Mormon, you can get a sister wife, and then sex.
then, sure. Look at you, Virginia. She's cute. She's definitely mixed. There's a mix there. She's really cute. Look at that smile. Oh, I like her. I'd kiss her.
Yeah, she could also be like half Syrian, half black.
Sure. She could be anything. She could have some of that Nikki Haley. She could be like, what is she? She's like Indian or something, but not Indian. What is she? Sri Lankan, something like that.
Something like that. Her real name's like Rishwapaldi or something.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Nikki Haley's real name?
Yeah, her name is Nikru. It's and like Nikki is like the overly Americanized version of it, but it's like Nikrum or Nikrum or something like that. Yeah, she's got a very
gotta know
name.
Yeah, her Nimarata. Nimarata is her real first name.
Nimrata?
Nimarata.
Nikki Haley.
Yeah, Nimarata Randhawa.
Yeah. According to ABC News, Nikki Haley is running for president as a China hawk, but her record suggests a different.
Ooh, she's got to get her team on the Google response. Look at Google. Given all I said was Nikki Haley, and Google spit out some political attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nimrata Nikki Haley. Nimrata Randhawa. Nimrata Randhawa. There you go.
Yes.
Anyway.
Nimarata Randhawa.
West Virginia. Fat. She's fat too. She can't see under this moo-moo, but she's very heavy. And I'm not saying she's fat. I'm saying based on the standards that the AI has presented us, and knowing that, obesity rates are probably something that's factored into the overall.
Compared to Idaho.
Yeah. She's heavy. I mean, look at that. This is a chubby face, and she's beautiful, and her bosoms look a little bit bigger. She's wearing a muumuu. Looks like a muumuu.
What is she wearing? What are you?
Look at her, Wisconsin. She's cute. You can go snowmobiling with her. She's so much fun. She knows how to win a snowball fight.
She doesn't exist. Yeah.
All right, that's it. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was every girlfriend from every state as AI sees it. All right, James. So a couple of the big stories that I wanted to get with you on tonight. We were waiting for you to show up when you so rudely interrupted my AI thing there. Sorry. So what are you up on the Mavericks deal? Are you up to speed on this?
No, it's first I've heard about it. What's going on?
Okay, so you're going to be shocked. All right, so this broke tonight. NBA shocking news: Dallas Mavericks. Mark Cuban has sold the Dallas Mavericks for $3.5 billion to the Adelson family. Miriam Adelson. Yeah, the widow of Sheldon Adelson. Cuban has sold the team. Here it is. Mark Cuban selling majority of Maverick stake to Adelson family in NBA stunner. This was 7:05 this evening is when this broke. Mark Cuban's time as the majority owner of the Mavericks is coming to a shocking conclusion. By the way, this is from the New York Post. So if it's a little bit flowery, that's how they write. Cuban has agreed to sell a majority stake in the NBA franchise to Miriam Adelson, the wife of late casino magnate Sheldon Adelson, at a valuation of approximately $3.5 billion. Cuban will retain a minority stake in the team and also still preside over basketball operations. Cuban, who made his fortune selling broadcast.com to Yahoo in the late 90s, bought the team for $285 million in the year 2000. So $285 million, 23 years later, it's $3.5 billion. Not a bad ROI, as they say.
Do the numbers again? He bought it when?
He bought it in 2000 for $285 million. Bought the Mavericks for $285 million. Sold them tonight for $3.5 billion.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's not bad. Now, that's all shocking, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that we could talk about there as to how this affects the brand. I mean, like I said, Mark Cuban isn't just the owner of the Mavericks. He's their mascot. Mark Cuban is as identifiable a part of the Dallas Mavericks to people who are NBA fans in Ohio or, wherever. Mark Cuban is the Dallas Mavericks. So it's shocking to think that he will no longer be that guy. Now, he's staying on basketball operation. So he's still going to be like the mascot, Mav fan forever, MFL. He's going to be on there with that shirt right there at courtside, I'm sure. I'm sure he's still going to make some decisions. But, man, now it gets complicated with the management because Mark Cuban is no longer the owner. It used to be Mark Cuban was the owner, and then there's a general manager, and then there's a player personnel department and all this kind of stuff. But Mark Cuban was the owner. But now Mark Cuban ain't the owner, but he's still there. Like, what is he going to do? Like, is he a basketball man? Is he – I don't know. The other thing, James, that I'll add –
because look, what this sounds like.
Well, hold on. Before we get on, I'm let you talk. There was the other shoe dropped last, or this was the second shoe. The first shoe dropped yesterday when Mark Cuban shocked everybody by announcing that he was leaving Shark Tank after 16 seasons. That nobody had seen this coming.
Whoa.
Everybody was like, "Yeah, ABC."
I hadn't heard that either.
Yeah, ABC was like, so in the past 48 hours, Mark Cuban has walked away from the television show that has made him a household name in this country. Like I said earlier, I go, guys knew who he was, or NBA fans knew who he was, but your grandma didn't. And your grandma knows who Mark Cuban is now because of Shark Tank for the last 16 years.
Right.
So within the last 48 hours, Mark Cuban has stepped away from Shark Tank and sold the Mavericks for $3.5 billion. And my first thought was he got a bad something from the doctor. The doctor gave him some really bad news. And Mark Cuban is like, fuck it. If I've got 5 years of quality life left, I'm going to, I don't know. I hope that's not it. I certainly do. But it's the first thing that I thought. James, what do you think of all this?
Maybe medical diagnosis. What is his kid situation? Does he have kids? Do I need to start looking this crap up? Do you know already?
He's got, Tiffany. His wife is Tiffany. I think they got married in probably 2003, 2002, something like that. They should have kids who are teenagers. They should, that's a really good question. Pull it up. Tell me what it says about his family, about his kids.
Okay, so I have the greatest resource in the world, totally infallible, Wikipedia here.
Yeah, that'll work.
And what could possibly go wrong? So what do we look at? Personal life?
Yeah, Cuban has two brothers, Brian and Jeff. He married Tiffany in a private ceremony in 2002 in Barbados. They have two daughters born in 2003 and 2006, and a son born in 2009.
Okay, so they would be like 2017 and 14.
Yeah.
Oh, they live in Preston Hollow?
Uh-huh.
24,000 square foot mansion. Well, what did I think that he lived in? Duh.
What did you think he had a townhouse?
Right. He's got a shotgun double. 24,000 is huge, though. 24,000 is like a Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah, I imagine there's that's got to include like a 20-car garage and a full basketball stadium, right? Don't you think he's probably got an indoor pool, a basket? So, a good 10,000 square foot of that's going to be taken up with that nonsense.
All right. So here's my experience with super rich people. I worked for a foo-foo moving company for a while. We moved like a lot of those big buildings downtown. But the first job I ever did was for this house that was in Royal and Straight Lane. Do you know Straight Lane? Nothing but billionaires live on Straight Lane now, but it was nothing but millionaires when I did it in the late 90s.
Can I just for a moment just say thank you, Barney, for remembering Hellevator, the TV show that I invented that tried to get Mark Cuban back in the day. Thank you, Barney, for referencing Hellevator. Still one of my great ideas. Go ahead, James. Sorry.
So the first job I moved on, it was a house move from this house on Straight Lane that was built by Lee Trevino, but he wasn't the owner when we were moving him out. It was the people who own the Ansazi Art Gallery and some other business interests. And so I'd never seen a 20-car garage before. And they had 16 cars in a 20-car garage. And they had a detailing service that would come out once a month and detail the ones that had been driven.
Why wouldn't you just start a detailing service? You know what I mean? Like, just that you got that much money, just, fund some dude, go buy you know what I mean? Then you got that many cars, you may as well make money on it. They probably, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's an expense. If you're the only customer, you're not going to make money.
No, but I'm saying you're not the only customer.
Okay, you have them go do something else?
Yeah, it's a real detailing service, but you get all your stuff done for free because, and you're making money on the back end because they're doing other people.
So this 20-car garage, it was separate from the house, but there was like an archway that was like a really nice gazebo and wide, so you never had to walk through the rain, and if you did have to walk through the elements, it was just for a split second, and it was widely covered. And above the 20-car garage was the maid's apartment. Yeah, so that's where they had a maid or maybe a butler. I don't know what the proper term, or if it was a boy or a girl. It looked like a girl based on the decorations, but it could have been.
Servants' quarters.
Yeah, there was exactly a servant's quarters is what it was. Someone lived on that property 24 hours a day as an employee, but they had like the rolling backyard with like the dugout koi pond and the little fake waterfall, like trickling water at all times. And it looked like damn Mr. Miyagi's place in Karate Kid, or the new one in Cobra Kai. You know how they redid Mr. Miyagi's old place in Cobra Kai?
I do not. I'm not up on Cobra Kai.
Oh, bad assumption by me then. I thought you
Yeah, I'm just.
you ever
I'm
watched Cobra Kai? Oh,
I watched the
God.
first few episodes of the very first season, and I went, "Oh, isn't that cute?" And for some reason, I never went back to it.
You would like it. It's pretty dumb, but I like a lot of dumb stuff.
I had no issue with the first 4 episodes.
Okay, so there were people when I would meet them. Back to the Mark Cuban situation, I would meet people that own these houses because they'd be telling me what to do, or you know how much that table costs. I don't know, $20,000. They're like, yeah, 30,000. I was like, oh God, I was being stupid, just throwing out a dumb number. I was amazed at how many of these gigantic mansions I went into to move these people who had lives that you and I could only dream of. How many of them were just truly unhappy people?
A lot of them.
And I
Especially
wouldn't say a
people who
lot
were
of them.
born rich. People who were born rich are some of the most bitter and jaded folks because there was nothing for them to strive for in life.
Well,
There
it
was
was.
no.
I don't want to oversell it. It was less than half of them. It was probably not even, maybe at most 1 out of 4 of those jobs I went on, where the people just seemed unhappy or they bickered a lot or whatever. Probably 75% of them were ecstatic and nice and just cool as hell and like really appreciated the situation that they were in. But you really remember the ones that are dicks about. Mark Cuban might be in one of those worlds. And look, it sounds so stupid for me and you to say this, but you know, money doesn't solve all your problems, and you can have $1 billion and still hate your life so bad. And you've made like mistakes, and there's this woman that you love.
Of course you can. And it's far more common when you've not earned that money yourself. When you are 3rd and 4th generation wealthy, those are some of the most miserable people on the planet because they don't have any dreams. They don't have any aspirational goals that you live your whole life. Oh, I want to make it. They have no need to ever work, and they become bitter and they become jaded and they become cynical. So yeah, money. You know who money makes happy? Poor people. Poor people are made happy by money, not rich people.
I love that, but let's distill that and sell it.
Yeah. Hey, we're running out of time here. Can I move on here?
No,
I want to.
Do you think something's going on with Mark Cuban personally?
I don't know. I didn't want to. I mean, I just brought that. Yeah, my first thought was, oh my God, that's what a guy dying of cancer would do. I mean, that's what I thought. That's the first thing I thought.
I think it's a lot of people's natural reaction, but also it could be just something a little more personal than that. It could be like his private life is falling apart, or like one of his kids is addicted to meth or something. So now he's got to like just shed as much as he can and focus on this because this is what's really important.
It's 2 major life-changing things within 48 hours. And both announcements were not planned. Billionaires vet everything. You know, when a billionaire makes a big announcement, they've troubleshot it. They've done their due diligence. No, these were 2 things. ABC was absolutely shocked yesterday when he said, I'm quitting Shark Tank. And then the NBA was absolutely shocked tonight when he's like, yeah, I just sold my team. Pending league approval, but they'll approve it. So I don't know. I wish him the best. I can't pretend to know the guy, but I've run into him a couple of times. I've sat next to him at an entire basketball game. He used to come in and be a regular with us at Kelly. He's a wonderful guy. He's always a really nice guy. Like I said, that might be his act. That might be his public act, right? Goes on the radio and he's cool with Pugs and Kelly, and now Pugs and Kelly say he's cool. He might be a dick, and I don't know, but he was always nice to us, and he was always very approachable and seemed like a good
I'm
guy.
pissed at him because one time I did a bit. I think it might have been a speed dating or something else, but I was supposed to be on. I remember it was a Thursday, and Mark Cuban decided to call in to the Pugs and Kelly show
Instead of come in. oh no, okay, I got you.
So my segment got bumped, but then there was a guest. Some dude was at the Improv, I don't know, picking boogers or whatever that weekend. So then we had to talk to him. And so I just got shafted because of Mark Cuban. I'm like, look, just because he's a billionaire and owner of the Mavericks and everyone in town knows his name and he does all kinds of crazy stuff, doesn't mean it was necessarily better radio content than my speed dating.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Was better.
Absolutely.
It was better.
No, I bet it wasn't. I bet you if we objectively went and listened to the interview, the whatever it was, and I don't even know what you're talking about specifically, but you go back and listen to that and then listen to the bit that you did, I bet you the bit that you did was more enjoyable than us kissing Mark Cuban's ass for 10 minutes. Because he's, a sponsor or whatever. I don't know.
Well, it was, I actually enjoyed the experience because I got to go bitch to my friends. Because after that, I went and waited tables at the Dream Cafe behind Sherlock's. And they were like, hey, James, how was your day? I was like, I got bumped on the radio for Mark freaking Cuban.
Got bumped by a billionaire. Now I'm here serving people crepes at Grand Lux or wherever the hell it was. I don't know where you were working. All right, look, I want to get into this story. There's one more story that I want to talk about here today before we run out of time, and we seem to be running out of time. This is the other big breaking news story that's going on, and it's crazy. Now this is another sports story, although this one doesn't have to do with the NBA. This has to do with the NHL. There is a story that is breaking concerning Corey Perry, who is an NHL player for the Chicago Blackhawks. And it's just a coincidence that I am wearing my Hawkhead shirt, so I am sort of representing. Corey Perry is a journeyman NHL player, James. He's not a star. He's a journeyman, but people like him, they have him around. He's good. He's a vet, all that stuff. Last Wednesday, he was a healthy scratch from the team's game. They said, Corey ain't here. And people were like, but wait. He's supposed to be playing. Well, where is he? He's a healthy scratch. He's not injured. He's healthy. All right, so something's going on. Then he was removed from the team. So after that, he spent like the next 4 or 5 days no longer with the team. And all the team would say is that there's an investigation. Here's the thing, okay?
You have the rest of the story.
Yeah. As of tonight, he was just cut from the team. They just cut him. They got rid of him after not saying anything about what happened. All right, so he's a vet. He's an old vet. The Chicago Blackhawks have a kid on their team who's 18, 19. He was the number 1 overall pick in the draft last year. He's a generational superstar talent, the next Gretzky, that whole thing, right? The kid, he's amazing. His name is Connor Bedard. It's really good. There was a story that took the internet by storm yesterday that said that Corey Perry was sleeping with Connor Bedard's mom. Okay. So the superstar on the team. Let me pull up I'll pull up the TMZ story. Why not? Because TMZ is all over this one, as well as everybody else. It's a big sports scandal. Here. Sorry. But I want to get your take on this. Talk about guy rules and all of that stuff.
Yeah, this sounds kind of amazing.
All right, so I want to play for you. All right, here it is. So Blackhawks GM Corey Perry getting cut unrelated to Bedard's mom.
So it happened is what you're saying.
So this is Corey Perry. This guy was cut, and this is the young superstar, Connor Bedard, who's apparently his mom hooked up with it. Or that's apparently not true. See, I'll read you the story as you can see it here. Chicago Blackhawks GM Kyle Davidson addressed the wild rumors surrounding Corey Perry shortly after he was kicked off the team, saying the winger's contract termination had nothing to do with superstar Connor Bedard's mother. Perry was placed on unconditional waivers following an internal investigation on Tuesday in which the team determined he engaged in conduct that is unacceptable and violated the terms of his contract and the Blackhawks' internal policies. All right, so here, let's watch. This is what Kyle. Oh, for crying out.
YouTube premium is broken.
All right, so this is Blackhawks GM Kyle Davidson addressing the Corey Perry situation. This was earlier tonight, just a couple hours ago.
Thank you, everyone, for being here today. First and foremost, I want to start off by reiterating the organization is committed to a culture of accountability and upholding our values across our employees and players both on and off the ice. Last week, management was notified of possible misconduct by Corey Perry. We immediately pulled him from the game and conducted an internal investigation. Upon learning the findings of the investigation, we made the decision to terminate his contract. As this is an individual personnel matter, I will not be able to disclose any details related to the initial reporting, investigation, or the findings. However, I do want to be very clear on this one point. This does not involve any players or their families, and anything that suggests otherwise, or anyone that suggests otherwise, is wildly inaccurate, and frankly, it's disgusting. This has been a tough situation, and I understand you wanted answers. It was important that we took all the necessary steps before sharing more. I hope you can understand that I may not be able to answer everything today.
Yeah, okay. All right, we can move on from that. So
Do you know what it is then?
I know that's the thing. So then what is it? If you guys are saying that you jettisoned Corey Perry for a reason unrelated to the rumor that everybody was running with in the media, which is that Connor Bedard's mom was hooking up with his teammate and Connor didn't like it. So Connor, because he's the 18-year-old superstar, had the team get rid of this guy. Yeah, because this guy was banged. But okay, I don't know if that's true. In fact, as I've been reading just before we got on here, a lot of people who I trust in Chicago sports media seem to be going with the idea that the rumor is a complete bullshit. That is not at all. That started online. So that seems to be now, today, where everybody is landing, that the rumor is bullshit, that he wasn't banging Connor Bedard's mom. But now the problem is, but what was he doing then? Like, because you still won't tell us why you've... Professional athletes who make $5 million a year don't just, get jettisoned of their contract, especially for non-playing reasons. Like, this isn't because he wasn't playing well or because this was a they won't tell us what it is. And, everyone's saying that he's banging out Connor Bedard's mom, and the Blackhawks are going, that's not it, but we can't tell you what it is.
Okay, so what else could he have done that would make them act like this? He could have been caught snorting cocaine off a hockey stick in the dressing room.
No, that would be a drug thing. He would fail a drug test. That would be league. We don't know about
Not
that.
if someone walked in on him doing it.
Here's what it is. Here's the only thing
that wouldn't happen.
It's got to be HR. This has got to be an HR thing. Something having to do with human resources. This is why the Blackhawks can indemnify themselves in front of the press and say, we can't talk about it because it's HR. It's protected in private. So, maybe he grabbed someone's ass. Maybe he made a move on the massage therapist, the team physical therapist or whatever. It could be, I don't know. These are all bad ones, but you got to imagine that he did something bad because they just got rid of him,
Well, when you put it in the context that you did, that he's a journeyman, how does he keep bouncing from team to team? Is he getting his ass kicked out for all these other teams because he has some sort of compulsive thing?
Yeah, no, that's not. No, he's a journeyman player because he's a good player and he plays a role and he can still skate and all that stuff. So whatever this is, he doesn't have a history of being like those guys don't get to have careers anymore. Not in 2023. If you got a history of being that guy, you don't get to have a next chapter. You know what I mean? They end you pretty quick now. But it's just so what is the rule on that? Okay, so Connor Bedard is 18 and this guy, Corey Perry, is 38. So that's a 20-year age difference. I believe his mom is 38. I believe Corey Perry is the same age as his mom. Let's just say it happened, and we don't know that it happened, and it doesn't seem like it is. But let's just say it happened. You can't do that. You're on the same team. You can't do that. Sisters, maybe you can work a way to date a teammate's sister or something, but you got to treat her good and you got to be committed.
Well, I think
moms, never.
Respectfully, I think you're wrong. I think moms are fair game at this age. Everyone is an adult in this situation, and
Not Connor. Connor's only 18.
That's an
He's got all.
adult, welcome
He's
to the
got all.
real world.
That's technically, that's a line of demarcation. He's technically an adult. He's an
Look.
18-year-old millionaire, immature little child. That's what he is. And someone's banging out his mommy, and he's throwing a fit.
What's she supposed to do? Be celibate?
Well, I think she's supposed to be loyal to her husband. We've been seeing the
Oh, that's
Bedard
different.
family. Yeah, no, this is about she's cheating on her husband. That's the other.
Oh.
You know what? I should have put that out there. This
Oh.
is like all bad stuff for the Bedard family, and it's very embarrassing for young Connor. And young Connor is a young superstar with a whole lot of power, and he just, I think, used the first of it.
Oh my God. Yeah, that kind of changes a lot because now this guy's destroying my family. Yeah, that's bad. That's worse. That's much worse.
But again, everyone's saying it's not true. And the people that I trust in Chicago sports media are rolling their eyes and going, look, you guys just get off that. That ain't what happened. That ain't going on. That started some hack online. We apparently they found where it started. And the person who started it online has a history of just making, nonsense up.
Oh, okay.
So, but we still don't know why he did something is the point. He did something and now nobody knows, but they're going out of their way to say it wasn't the thing you all heard about, but he did something, just not that thing.
Okay. Do we care that Dak Prescott got his girlfriend pregnant?
Well, we don't care. And like we don't have any negative we care in that I hope they're happy and that I hope this is something that they want, Yeah, good for Dak. I care about Dak. I want Dak to be happy.
Yeah, it's weird because it makes headlines, but I'm like, by what journalistic standard is this news? Hey, some guy that you have heard of got his girlfriend pregnant.
His girlfriend knocked up his girlfriend. It used to be scandalous. Now it's celebratory. Now nobody's shocked by that.
Well, look at her.
I don't need to. I imagine she looks a lot like those AI generated hotties that we saw from earlier, right?
Except she actually exists.
And someone's smashing it. Boy. Well, good for Dak. Dak deserves it. Oh, hey, you Texas Cowboy Dallas fans, you Cowboy fans, I got to tell you, I heard something really good today. Now, I talk about this a lot, James, about how I exclusively listen to Chicago sports radio. Our buddy Mitch asked how you were. Our buddy Mitch, he runs a station up in Chicago. It's my favorite station. I listen every day. My favorite afternoon show, dude, today did like 5 solid minutes on how one of them believes Dak Prescott is going to win the MVP. He's going to win the MVP. They're like, he's in the MVP. He's a big Dak guy. But it was cool because they don't spend a lot of time talking about the Cowboys up there. But they did. They got into it, and they were all like, yeah, they were singing Dak's praise. And I'm like, that's good. Here's why it's good, because it's out of market. It means we all know what people here in this town say about Dak. But, don't you want people in other cities to be singing the praises of your quarterback? You do. That's what you want. And that's what I heard today. It was a feel good.
Super nice. John Hinckley. He's our guy, huh?
He's our guy. All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. More Radio Misfits at 9 p.m. tomorrow night, Central Standard Time. James, what do people, I don't know. Where are you going to send them? You got a thing? You got something?
Stories podcast. Yeah.
There you go.
Just had my worst week all year. So that's my fault. I missed an episode. I didn't put out an episode last week. So excuse me.
All right. They got to be consistent. That's what they say. That's
right?
Why we've been doing this for 2 years, banging our heads against the wall, and we'll continue tomorrow. All right. Bye, everybody. See ya. I'm going. Oh, I wanted to go first. I'll go now. Bye, everybody.
Never give in to the devil's curse. If you do, you'll always find something worse. If the people wanna put you down, go where all the marigolds are found. Tomorrow the sun is shining bright. Everything is gonna be alright.